Adulting is hard, and this is my first summer living away from my parents and away from all my friends in a different city in America. And I am already starting to realize, even without carrying the responsibility of paying for rent, which I'm super grateful for, there are so many individual responsibilities that I have to carry on my own. And now I have so much more just respect and gratitude for all the adults out there, not just my parents, but every single adult who is living this way has all of these responsibilities and all of this independence that you will have to carry with you for the rest of your life. And I'm only 19, but I'm already complaining about this since I got this little taste of what adulthood feels like when you're living alone, such as if you take the wrong bus, or if you mess up your schedule, or if you miss a call, filing all these tax files, and checking your monthly bank account, and managing your finances, paying your phone bills, so on and so forth. There are so many things that I was never expected to do until now that I'm living by myself. I need to do all of it all of a sudden. I didn't even realize how hard it was, let alone being parents, just being an adult living in this world. And I feel like this is like a very privileged problem to complain about. Yeah, I still feel like it is important to share because many people, and especially college students, are all going through the same things. I don't really think that college is fully preparing us for the real world because it's still such a sheltered environment for us to be in. A lot of these responsibilities are still covered by our parents, by the school, which is why I still don't fully feel like I am an adult yet for that reason. Half of my friends, or half of my close friends, do not go to college. They either chose to just start working straight out of high school, or they dropped out of college. I didn't realize how many more challenges they encountered in their lives by making that decision until now. I have so much more respect for them as well. A part of it is these daily responsibilities in your life and how you have to take charge of all of it. Another part of it, more importantly, is how you have to internalize and manage all of your emotional health as well. There is such a big support system in college when you're living with everyone your age and you're staying in an environment where everyone is on the same boat. But once you start working and start living in the real world, it is so much more to make meaningful relationships that are not transactional, and everyone is even more concerned about themselves and wanting to spend time with themselves and taking care of themselves than with each other. And I feel like I took the social life and the relationships in college for granted because I've had this all my life. Being in the institutionalized education system, I didn't realize how hard it is to manage your own emotions and know that you have to internalize a lot of it. You have to work through your emotions, especially when they're negative and especially when you're not in a good spot on your own, because you need to be your biggest advocate and no one is going to be there for you more than yourself. It is a little bit different in college because there's still like a safety net and a baseline security, knowing that no matter how badly you fuck up, you still have your own dorm room, you still have dining hall food to eat, friends all around you to work you through any problems related to school or life. And oh man, I don't even have it bad right now because I am living in a co-living space, which means that I'm living with other people who are relatively my age or a little bit older. But if I were to live alone, it would have been even worse. This summer I learned a lot living on my own, such as making health appointments, and now there's no one to complain to when something is too far, when doing something is super inconvenient. You have the choice to either do it or you don't, and you have to bear the consequences if you're not willing to spend that time and effort and energy to do these things that would just help you maintain your health and your life. The fact that when we were younger, we can also just complain to someone and someone, aka our parents, would solve our problems has also been brought to my awareness, because the default when we were younger was that we could do all of these things, that I didn't even realize that at one point in the future we can no longer do these things. So my parents are both away right now, and I call them from time to time, but I don't talk to them about what's going wrong or what's not going well in my life. And every time I see them, or every time I call them, now we just generally chat with each other and I tell them about the highlights of my life, but everything that's not going well is managed by myself. Aside from the issues in adulthood, the fact that not being in school and not having a structure in my life also requires so much more discipline and self-agency for me to make sure that I'm living a balanced lifestyle where I'm not just being a couch potato and doing random shit all day long for the entire summer and just wasting time away, but knowing that I have to wake up at a reasonable time, go to sleep at a reasonable time, eat 2 meals a day at least, work out, do work, do my laundry, keep my room clean, and everything in between, buy my own groceries. It already feels like I have 1,000 more tasks on my hand than before when I was living at home or when I was in college. I feel like I'm not grateful for college life enough sometimes. I know that I always complain about the courses, the education system. I don't think that part will change, but the college experience and living in college at this age gives me so many more opportunities to fuck around and find out, to discover myself, try new things, and not be afraid of making mistakes because of this entire support net that college just grants us and the people around us just grants us. I've been feeling like I separated myself from like the student body in college a little bit because I was trying to focus on my like professional growth. But now that I'm thinking about it, I will never get this opportunity to be friends, just genuine friends with people like this ever again after I graduate, because the adult world is not all pure and not everyone has the purest intentions, and there are so many more mixed purposes brought into the conversation when you're trying to make friends in the real world. Like, are they trying to get something from you? Are they just trying to become business partners? Do they want to take advantage of you in some way, shape, or form? But you can worry about that so much less in college. Yet, I wasn't taking advantage of this for long enough. But the benefits of adult life is also that you have so much freedom. For example, the other day, I saw this cheesecake at Trader Joe's. It was $8 for this entire cheesecake, and I actually made a shorts video about it that got like 7K views. But I was able to just buy that and just use a fork and stab into it and just eat it on my own because I had the freedom to do so. I was also able to arrange a hiking trip recently with some close friends and some new friends. Just being able to bring people together to plan a day trip and also sleep over at a friend's place afterwards made me feel like more of a grown-up because you can do all these things on your own. And you also have all these choices. For example, when are you going to work out? When do you want to go to sleep? Do you want to take a nap today? How much you want to work? How much effort are you trying to put into XYZ activity? What type of groceries you want to buy? What clothes you want to wear today? These are all micro aspects of freedom that add up together to make your adult life fulfilling. At least for me, that's how it is. I have a lot of mixed feelings about the fact that adulthood will stay with me for the rest of my life. And now I actually get why parents and older people keep on telling us to enjoy our time when we're young. I think there's also this article or this page of statistics saying that most of our time spent with parents is before college, probably 90% of the time in total that we get to spend with our parents, and 10% of that is throughout our entire adulthood after we turn 18. a lot of things you really just don't understand them until you experience them. And sometimes it sucks because you can't appreciate it to its fullest when you have it until you don't. But I guess that's how life is. The point of this video is to express that we actually have a lot to be grateful for if we're thinking about it, no matter what stage you are in your life. We don't always take the time to notice these things until they're gone or until we have more issues to worry about. But it's never too late to change your mind a little or shift your perspective and see your situation from a new light, to be able to appreciate it moving forward and feel that gratitude in your heart, and also understand that you have control over your life and what you do, which is why your daily inputs every single day just matter so much. And freedom and choices create opportunities and meaning. I feel like if I talk more from here, I'll just be rambling on. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys next time.